Obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA, can be a debilitating and dangerous disease. Millions worldwide have died from this. Tragically, my next guest lost his first wife to OSA. Brian Ferre joins us to talk about his loss and amazing new advancements that are helping those who suffer from OSA. Also joining us is Dr. Dean Raio, who is a dentist. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brian, first of all, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
How old was your wife? What was her name?
Carrie was 44 when she passed away.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what happened?
So Carrie had been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea for about 15 years.
Okay.
We never really thought it was a problem. She had other things that she was suffering from and took medications for those things.
So she would probably go through, because I know my father had it for a while, where she wakes up in the middle of the night
yeah.
and it's gasping for air,
Yeah,
like
it
you're having
was-
almost a heart attack.
Yeah, it was horrifying. Like,
Yeah.
just watching her sleep was horrifying, because I would literally watch her stop breathing.
Oh.
And, you know, I'd have to wake her up or whatever. But yeah, that night she had taken some medications for some of the other conditions, and she went into what's called an opioid-induced coma, essentially. And so her brain was very settled and asleep. Mm-hmm. And when she stopped breathing from sleep apnea, she just simply didn't start again. So she just passed away peacefully.
And how did you find her? I mean,
You know,
wake up
that
and
morning was
realize-
just like any other morning. I got up at 6 o'clock, I took my son to school, went to the coffee shop, got home.
You thought she was sleeping?
Oh yeah, I thought she was asleep, and my 3-year-old was actually in bed with her. And when I finally realized that something was wrong, I went upstairs around 9:30, and when I opened the door, my little girl says, "Daddy, Mommy's cold and she won't wake up." And I, of course, instantly knew. And
Oh my gosh.
it was horrifying, horrifying.
What a horrible, dark moment for you.
Yeah.
I know because of that experience and everything you experienced through the years with your wife with the sleep apnea, you've become a crusader to help others, and God bless you for that. Your title, I love it, is a chief evangelist, educating people. What does that mean to you, and what are you trying to do?
You know, most people are a lot like me. Well, 87% of the people in this country that have OSA are undiagnosed. Mm-hmm. They have no idea they have it.
And they think it's no big deal.
And the people that do know, it's snoring. And there's all kinds of myths, right? This only impacts old fat guys. It's, the reality is sleep apnea starts when we're very, very young. And so my mission is to raise awareness about how serious this condition is and how it impacts daily life, right? And so, yeah, I travel around the world telling this story.
Good for
It's
you.
great.
Doctor, let me bring you in. To kind of break down what OSA is and what's happening to our bodies when we experience that.
Right.
And you wake up and you're like holding your chest.
Right. So OSA is an actual obstruction of your breathing while you're sleeping, right? So the brain makes you do things when it's not getting oxygen. And
It has that
kinda-
fight or flight moment.
It's fight or flight all night for some people. So they're constantly in and out, a deeper sleep to a lighter sleep, deeper sleep to a lighter sleep. What happens is they're not getting enough oxygen, and the brain makes you do things like gasp for air or turn on your side to get your tongue out of your throat.
To save your life, really.
To save
That's
your
what
life.
It's doing, because the body wants to save itself.
That's exactly right. The root cause of this, typically in probably 80% of the people who have OSA, is something called micrognathia, which is our jaws are too small. They did not grow out enough. And this device alleviates that and in a lot of cases cures it.
Let's talk about that device, because I know there's traditional treatments like the CPAP machine. A lot of people
Yeah.
have heard of that. A little bulky, a little uncomfortable. People are not compliant. Let's just be honest. What is this device, and how is it helping patients with OSA?
So this device it's very easy to use. You use it in the evening. It's an oral device.
Like a retainer?
Like an old school retainer.
Oh, okay.
Some people have a top and bottom. Some people just have a top.
You put it on at
And
night?
You put it on at night, and you sleep with it, and you actually get bone growth in the jaws.
And as you're getting bone growth, what is it doing to your jaw, and then how does it help alleviate that, and that lack of breathing?
Right, so people who are, have their jaws that are too small, the soft tissue is pushed back as well. So it opens all of that up, and allows you to breathe when you sleep and during the day as well.
What feedback are you getting? Brian, do you know of any feedback? Do you use it? Anybody that you know?
Yeah, so all 4 of my little kids are in it now.
Look at that.
In fact, my 3-year-old, who was in the bed with my wife that day, when we had her scanned, she had very little airway. She had the same craniofacial structure as her mom, and yeah, very little airway. And since she went into treatment, her whole world has changed.
Can you imagine? Doctor, I can only imagine, I mean, just for his daughter, but for adults who are not sleeping well, cranky in the morning, irritable, not...
Yes, and children as well.
A host of diseases.
Yeah.
It must be helping them as well?
Without a doubt. Children and adults, yeah. I treat a wide range of age groups with this device.
Would you say they're getting their life back?
Without a doubt, yeah. Yeah, they have more focus and they're more productive.
Because they're sleeping better.
They're sleeping better.
Oh, that's fantastic. For our viewers who'd like information on the device, gentlemen, where can they go, Brian?
So you can visit vivoslife.com. Or you can also visit Dr. Rayo's website at rayodental.com.
I can't finish by not asking how's your daughter today? How old
Oh,
is she
they're
now?
doing great. They're doing really good.
And your son?
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for what you're doing. Doctor, thank you for the great information on the
Thank you.
device. And of course, if you'd like more information on the device, you can also just check out our website, thebalancingact.com.